Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Last time, we succeeded in our first orbital launch. It was amazing. Bob Kerman has been there and back. It's incredible. So, this time, I don't know precisely what we're going to do. Let's go to the mission control and see what we should do. We've got a lot of fairy VIP to places. Let me see what this is all about. A few days prior to a remarkable crash landing, a visitor visiting Goliath National Products realized that we knew very little about whether stupid Kerbals are more easily entertained than less stupid ones. So that really ended up raising more questions than answers, as you've probably figured out at this point. This is why we're here. Sigee Kerman has chartered a tour to see the sites right here on Kerman. Keep her alive and show her a good time. What is the goal? Siege flight itinerary, suborbital space flight on Kerbal. Complete the VIP's itinerary. That's not particularly hard. Then return her safely to Kerbal. That's pretty easy, actually. You want to go on a suborbital flight? Go for it. I accept your contract, and we shall send this Sigee Kerman up into suborbital space, giving, of course, Bob Kerman a needed vacation from flying around and doing things. Okay, we have for ourselves 60 science points to get some new stuff. So let's see, what do we got? Flight control, winglets, incline reaction wheel, and a new cockpit. Interesting. I don't think we need a new cockpit. What do we have here? Some different engines. Interesting. And we have aviation, which gives us a bunch of things for building space planes, which I don't really want because space planes are terribly dangerous. I don't know about space planes. I just don't know. Perhaps we should save our science right now? I don't know. I don't think we're going to get any more science anytime soon, but at the same time, do we really want any of these other things right now? No, we don't. No, we don't. We're fine. Let's just go out. Perhaps we can save up 90 science and get something more significant. Okay. Let us go into the building phase and construct for ourselves a brilliant vessel. A vessel of unknown proportions. There we go. Mark 1 command pod. Not Bill Kerman. Get out of here, Bill Kerman. Look at Sigee Kerman. That's disgusting. Look at that shirt. That is not official uniform. You need to wear uniform regardless of whether or not you're actually part of the Kerbal Space Program. Come on, people. It's just basic. Okay. So we don't need a large amount of science-y equipment. That's not really the point of this flight. This flight is to make copious quantities of money. So that should be enough for bringing it back down to Earth. So long as we don't accidentally mess up. I don't think she would appreciate that. I think Sigee Kerman is a woman. I don't know. I didn't really look. I don't really care. Doesn't matter. You're going to go up. You're going to come back down. You're going to be alive and it's going to be fine. Trust me. So all they want is some sort of suborbital flight. I guess I won't send them up into orbit. I won't. Well, if they do make it up into orbit, that's fine. I don't particularly care. But we're going to minimize the risk, given that the last time we tried to go into orbit, terrible things happened on pretty much every stage of the decoupling. Multiple times. I'm sure you remember if you've seen it before. And if you haven't seen it before, you should really go look because it was quite a Herculean effort to get up there. But, you know, it was pretty hard getting up there. This should be good enough. Look at it. It's brilliant. It's just a giant needle. A needle striking upwards into the sky. We'll put on here. We probably shouldn't put them on like that. That could take the wings off instantly. I'm going to put a couple pieces of scaffold on there. And then let's put some science equipment on. Just a little bit of science equipment. Not a lot of science equipment. We're going to put a thermometer on. We're not going to miss the opportunity to potentially gain some form of science. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that looks good. That's a good tourist craft. This will be tourism in space for the win. Nope. For the win. There we go. Save it. Sigee Kerman. This will be a simple flight. You'll fly up, you'll fly back down, you'll be fine. Nobody's going to die here. So let's check staging. Okay, we need these to go on. Come on. Let's get all of these into here. So these release at the same time that this starts firing. Then once that's done, it decouples. We start firing the liquid fuel booster, that decouples, and we glide safely back to the ground. Cross your fingers. That's how it's gonna go. Let's make sure Sigee Kerman, who's definitely a woman, that is definitely a woman. You can tell because the male Kermans have a more rectangular head than the female Kermans, who have a more circular head. It may be the only difference between Kermans. We don't know. But that's how it goes for now. So, Sigee Kerman is going to be launched up here. Good luck, Kerman. Your vessel has no remote controlled or manned command modules. It won't be controllable. I see. I understand what that's on about. So, the tourist can't actually fly the vessel. That's not good. That means we need to figure out a way to put another person on board the vessel. Let us see what we can do. Give me a moment, Sigee. Save and continue. It has been saved. We're going to go check and see what we can do in terms of science. I believe this is where we get the hitchhiker storage container. That's unfortunate. The hitchhiker storage container allows other people to get on board the craft, but we could also, under flight control, get the M1 incline cockpit. Yeah, that'll work. So we'll research this. Done. That'll give us the incline cockpit, which is a cockpit that we can put on in addition to other cockpits because it's a lot easier to put on. I'll show you. I'll show you in moments. So what we need to do is zoom in, then detach everything from here, and place this guy right there. There we go. Look at it. It's nice. The heat shield is now literally doing nothing at this point, which is unfortunate. Let's work out getting that heat shield to where it actually needs to be. Where is the heat shield? I don't even know. Oh, it's right there. That's nice. Okay, that is where it needs to be. We're gonna need more parachutes, people. Definitely gonna need more parachutes. So let's get... I don't know how many more parachutes, though. We'll put those on. Should probably be better safe than sorry and put quite a few parachutes on. There we go. Okay, so now we shall have... You won't go there. Bob Kerman, the greatest scientist in the world, is going to go in the Mark 1 command pod, and Sigee Kerman will go in the M1 incline cockpit. Sigee, don't touch anything while you're in there, please. That would be terrible. And everything still appears to be in order. Very good. Sigee, prepare to be tourized in space. That's not a word, in case you're wondering. If you're ever writing an essay and you... Oh, Lord, I pressed back instead of going... Oh, my goodness. Come on. Launch. If you're ever writing an essay and you use tourized... Yeah, that's going to be bad. Don't do it. That's very bad. Look at Sigee Kerman. You're disgusting, Sigee Kerman. Disgusting. Fire the engines! That's right, Sigee Kerman. I don't know if you understand this, but we pretty much decided that we're no longer doing countdowns. It's really just dependent on whether or not I feel like doing a countdown at any point. Sigee Kerman seems vaguely concerned about the situation. Definitely not happy about it right now. Bob Kerman understands the severity of the situation they are currently in, And so he is freaking out because he knows how many astronauts have went up and how few have come back. It's a concerning quantity. Not very many of them have returned alive. It's unfortunate. But Bob Kerman has returned alive. He is the ace astronaut. Let's get ready. Fire the liquid fuel engines. Here we go. We're going to begin arcing our ascent. It won't really matter, but it'll give Sigee Kerman a more interesting view of space. Believe me, it'll be interesting. So we are arcing, flying high into the sky. Sigee, how do you feel about this? Oh, Sigee's happy. So is Bob Kerman. Oh, they've become very happy about their current flight. They don't understand that they're likely to die. They're not likely to die. I'm kidding. That's a joke. I think that's a joke. I'm pretty sure that's a joke. Yeah, no, they're going to return fine. They might land on a mountain range, though. Don't like landing on mountain ranges. Landing on mountain ranges is dangerous. Okay, we have released the rear fuel containers. Sigee, just sit tight. We're going to get down in no time. We're going to log the temperature up here. Pretty much nothing. Keep the data anyway, just for, science sake. Crew report, anything? Nothing. Can you do a crew report? No. No, Sigee Kerman can't do a crew report. State, tourists need crew. What does that mean? Well, we have completed a suborbital flight of Kerman. That's good. That is half of our mission. The remainder of the mission is getting home without dying. Okay. Are you prepared? We're going to speed up time, people. We're going to go up. And then we're going to go down. Okay, we have spun around so that the correct direction is facing towards the Earth. Well, Kerman. It needs to be understood that this is not Earth. You know what's really sad about this game? There's no cities. I would love it if there were cities and you could just accidentally crash your vessel directly into a large populace of Kerman people. That would be hilarious, while at the same time being terrible, but mostly hilarious. Oh, she is loving it up here, isn't she? Oh my goodness. Okay, we are now at 10,000 meters and closing. I'm concerned about mountain ranges. So the reason I'm concerned about mountain ranges is that they're higher from the surface than other parts of Kerman, which is, I think that's self-evident in the fact that they're mountain ranges. But that means it's more of a risk because we could hit the ground a lot faster. Okay, we've launched the parachutes. We definitely have way more than enough parachutes. That's not even a question. Well, Sigee Kerman, how did you feel about your situation? You are now gliding nicely back to Kerman. She seems quite happy about it. She doesn't realize it might take another 12 years for us to get her because, oh, the pod's fallen over. That's unfortunate. But it might take another 12 years to get her because we're pretty slow on the reclaiming of vessels. But there we go. Contract completed. Sigee Kerman has flown into space. The first tourist has entered space. We gained literally 0 science. That's unfortunate. We've gotten parts back. Sigee has returned and gained 1 experience, but that doesn't matter because you're just a stupid little tourist. We don't need you. What do we have here? Contract completed. Ferried safely to our destination. Very good. Discard. VIP ferried safely to destination. Discard! Suborbital flight over Kerman. Discard! We just got tons of money. We did it for money! We're not doing it for science. We're doing it for money. What have we become here? Oh my lord. Just recover the debris from the tourist area. That's disgusting. Oh. It's not that bad. It's fine. It's fine. We're not going to be terribly money grubbing. Don't worry. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So we have 2 ferry tourists, but they're both ferry 2 tourists, and that's kind of ridiculous. We need some pods in order to do that. That's suborbital flight. Oh, I guess we could do them on separate flights. Maybe. What's this? Take crew in flight above 18,700 meters near Nelena's Nexus. What does that even mean? Anyway, what do we have here? Test launch escape system. What is this? What is a launch escape system? I don't know. Decouplers, launch stability enhancer. Oh, we should do this one. The launch stability enhancers are the things that we are using to keep our vessel upright before we launch the big red things. So we can do this really easily. I accept your contract. We have active the Thumper solid fuel boosters, which for some reason I haven't completed. Don't know. Don't know what we need to do. I'm still not sure. Anyway, perhaps I'll look into it at some point. But this is the end of the episode because we don't have enough time to launch another terrible rocket. Well, terrible and good. I mean, it's actually done quite a good job so far, all of these rockets. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Next time, we'll test out some things to hold our rocket up, and I don't know what we'll do next. Perhaps launch a probe. I'd love to launch a probe into space. That sounds brilliant. So yeah, until then, thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.